All right. So training, this is technically training number 3 because the first one was very much like the live stream in the group. Last week, we worked on kind of clarity on who you are, what you're doing, who you're serving to, your audience. And I know a lot of you had a lot of aha moments like, oh, this is what I'm doing, or this is who I'm talking to. Some of you might still be working on that, and that's okay. Don't feel like you're behind. Everyone is really just in different places right now in terms of what they're doing. So don't feel like, oh, she's got it together. She might just be in a different place in her business where she's like, already selling things, whereas you might be starting from scratch, and that's okay. Hi, Allie. It's good to see your face. Allie, what time is it right now where you are? It's a crazy time where Allie is, like 3 a.m. What time is it?
It's 7.
Oh, it's 7 a.m. She's in our future. So that's cool.
1 sec. I'm just putting my headphones in.
Okay, I'm just going to mute you now. Okay, I just wanted to know what time it was. Okay, so just a reminder, if you still don't feel crystal clear, it's okay. It will come, okay? It will come. And if you need help clarifying, use the group. Like Nikki just wrote in it today, like, how does this sound? How does this sound? Use the group. So to kick things off, what so far has been really cool? What has been working? What's good? What have you been doing? And it could be anything. You maybe launched a Facebook group. Maybe you have clients. Maybe you have your first ever client. I know this has happened to some of us. Well, first ever potential client. I want us to celebrate some things, anything from oh my God, I did this first ever live stream. Oh my God, I did this post. I launched my group. What has been good? What's happening? Where are you guys at? How do you feel? Getting clear on my niche and figuring out how I want to move forward. Sabrina's been posting more intuitively on social media. It feels good and I like it and I want to do more. That's so good. Isn't it interesting how we get so afraid to start and then we do it and it's like, this is actually really freaking fun. So that is amazing. And I see your posts and I love them. And it feels good when it's just natural. So that's awesome. I know there's more out there. It's starting to get clients finally, kind of Mindy situation clients in something I wasn't planning on it, but it's so fun. Abby opened her group, and Abby, you also have someone reach out to you already and wants to work with you. So you have like a free discovery call happening, which is so cool. And it just goes to show what happens when you just kind of start to step into what you really want to do. And then you get a message from someone who's like, oh, I'm interested. I want to work with you. Like, isn't that the coolest feeling? And it's so reassuring. So congratulations, like, to everybody. Annie Lynn's been writing a lot of practice posts, going through all your pics and doing quote unquote lives in front of the mirror. I didn't realize I had so much. You have so much to say. I know you do. There's endless amounts of things you can share. Kara's feeling great, feeling like I'm posting with intention and within my branding and topics I'm passionate about through my programs. You just released another signature program and the branding is yes. I love that. I feel so up-leveled. I got branded photos for my community too. It's looking fierce. I love the wording. Been getting used to posting on my Facebook page and personal page and Instagram. Amelia, I got a new client, but she kind of ghosted me, but I'm so glad my business seems to be growing. Well, if she ghosted you, she's not your client. It doesn't matter. It's all good. More better people are coming. I saw your marketing, Kara. Yes, her marketing looks amazing. So we're going to get into that today. You can definitely tell I'm having this conversation right now with women I'm in a mastermind. And someone asked, oh, like, what graphic designer do you use? And some say they do it themselves. And I'm like, you can tell when I try and do it myself and you can tell when someone else did it because it's just not the same. So we're going to talk about that coming up today. So amazing. I'm so happy hearing all these incredible things that are happening. Okay. Yeah, I tried you are a genius in your coaching, not necessarily graphic design, and that's okay. That's when we outsource. So it's all good. All right. So I wanted to, before we jump into talking about personal branding and branding today, which is going to be the overall theme, I want to talk about Facebook. I want to talk about Facebook and how I look at Facebook as there's 3 different platforms on Facebook. There's your Facebook profile, like your friend, who you are, your name on Facebook. There are business pages and there are Facebook communities. Who here utilizes all three, or let me know which ones you utilize in terms of what your business is. What do you utilize right now on Facebook? Profile plus your group, no business page. Abby just has her personal page, and you have your group now. Yeah. Personal account and community, no business page. Okay. Personal and biz. Okay. Only IG. I'm so weird about using Facebook personal page, but I know I have to go there. Yeah. I started making public posts for my personal community. I use my personal and my business page. Okay. So I say that even though Facebook is one platform, it's actually three. So here's the thing. You should be selling and talking about your business on your personal page almost like every day in some kind of format. People are looking at your personal page. And this is something that I didn't bring up later in the training of the last session till later is you can have 5,000 friends on Facebook. You need to have 5,000 friends on Facebook. Well, you don't need to. That's a limiting belief. You don't need to. But if you only have like 100 friends right now, you should start doing things to collaborate with other people. You should start growing your network. You're still working on the 5,000. You don't need to have 5,000 to make $1 million. You don't need to have 5,000 to grow your business. But the opportunity to have 5,000 friends on Facebook, that's huge. So if you right now only have 100 friends and 99 of them are your high school friends, it's time to maybe network with other coaches, other people in groups like this, other whoever, right? Other groups that you're in, add friends, start to network, start to be a guest in other platforms on other people's pages, start to do things, shareable content. That's something we're going to talk about, because the realizing you can have 5,000 friends is huge. And when you have 5,000 friends, you can no longer accept new friends. And then what people have to do is hit the follow button. So they're not your friend, but they follow what you do on Facebook, which is super cool. So just remembering that for sure. So Facebook, your public profile, I know a lot of people have the fear of, oh, I can't post business on or what I'm doing, that kind of thing on your public profile, but I'm telling you, it's a game changer. And it doesn't always have to feel salesy and icky. It's showing who you are, and we're going to get into that. Kara says, I'm working on networking and growth, has started in my community personal page, also more collaborations. Yes. Today did you guys watch my Instagram story? I did a takeover swap with someone. That for Instagram, huge right now. Lori Harder did that on Amanda Bucci's. If Lori Harder is doing that, we need to do that. Instagram takeovers on stories, huge right now. Okay, huge. Same with Facebook. Be a guest in someone's Facebook group or Facebook page or live. That is huge. Her network will come to your network and vice versa. I just got approached today to do an Instagram takeover this weekend. That's amazing. So any opportunities that come to you, take them if it feels good for you. And don't be afraid to reach out to other people and ask, hey, let's do this. That's how me and Kelly did the one on Instagram today. So I sent everyone on my friends list an invite to like my business page, and my followers went from 35 to 115 overnight. That's crazy. That's so good. Still getting used to videoing myself though, so it's going to be practice. Okay. So use your personal page. That's one thing. Second thing, groups. People like, should I have a group? Should I not have a group? There's no, yes, you must have a group, or no, you shouldn't have a group. It is up to you. Kara's like, you must have a group. You love your group. I love my group. So here's the thing. If it feels right for you to have a Facebook community, hello, Mindy is on. If it feels right to have a Facebook community and you're going to utilize it in a way that's different than your public profile, then absolutely have a group. Yes, Nikki is favorite place ever. So here's what I have to say about a group. A group, the people in your community come to your community, or they could leave your community. When they come and stay in your community, they feel like they're part of something that's different, and you're giving more value, that deeper value outside of what you give on your personal profile. So I tell people to use your group as, oh my God, these people want to be in my group. I'm going to give them a lot of value. I'm going to give them information. I'm going to ask about them. I'm going to do exclusive trainings just for them. You treat your group like your tribe. Like if they know that group is about, for example, health and fitness, then they're in that group because they want to learn about health and fitness, right? So that is a place to really connect with people. And in 2019, we all know you sell with connections, right? So use that group to connect, to ask people questions, to post maybe things you wouldn't share, to really show yourself, to offer exclusive things, to give deals, all these kinds of things you can do with a group that you can do in a different way. I don't add anyone to my community. People request to be part of it because I want them to feel called to it. Yes. That makes a lot of sense. Yes. So if you just go and add everyone, you're going to see your numbers go up and then your numbers go down the next day because people are like, why the hell did I get added to this? I don't want to be in this. What happens with like makeup groups when people are trying to sell makeup? I'm like, why am I in here? Get me out of here. This happens with network marketing. So you can advertise your group everywhere and ask people to come in, but don't go and add every single person in because people want to be there. And if they don't want to be there, they're going to leave anyway. So they're not meant to be there, and that's fine, right? So don't focus so much on like, oh my God, there has to be 1,000 people in your group. No, you want the people who want to be there in your group, right? So don't get focused on the numbers. So a Facebook group, you can see we've got some fans in here. Nikki, Kara, love your Facebook group. I love my Facebook group. Abby just started one. Allie just started one. I know Mindy, I think Mindy has a Facebook group. Do you? Yeah, you do. So this is, Abby, you literally just launched. Don't worry that there's 20 people. You literally just launched like 2 days ago. It's okay. So your Facebook group, it's so funny. Facebook group is so different. Oh, you're saying that it's good. Yes, good. I thought you were complaining that you only had 20 people, right? Facebook group is more beneficial right now on Facebook than a business page. People in here just said, I do not have a business page, and they're running businesses, full-time businesses. So here's the thing. Business pages do not show up on your home feed. I do not see when anyone posts on a business page. Yes. I have an Exogingy page, and I probably haven't posted it in a week, 2 weeks. People don't see it. It's just the way Facebook works right now. And it doesn't work to post on your business page and then share that post on your public profile. That's two different things, sharing. You have to directly share. So remember when I said use each platform on Facebook as its own? Post directly to its own. Don't just copy and paste. Okay, today is on my public profile, copy and paste. Here's in my group. No. People are going to be like, well, she's lazy. Treat it differently. You can have a general theme of what you're talking about that day, but make it different, right? Treat it differently. So a business page, what is good about a business page? If you ever decide to want to pay for ads, then that's how you need to have a business page. If you want to run ads in the future, you need to have a business page. That's good about it. If you want to have a business Instagram, then you need to connect it to your business Facebook profile. Because I want people to like my page. So if people like your page, I like many pages and I don't still see their posts on Facebook. That's just not how it works right now. Just because you have 300 people like your business page doesn't mean they're seeing your posts and they're not interacting. So if you want to create a community where you can connect with potential customers and clients and your ideal audience, the place is a group, not a business page. You can have both, but I would highly suggest if you're craving that deeper community with people, create a group. Magic happens inside a group. There are people on here that run full-time businesses that don't have a business page. Okay? So I'm not telling you not to do one. I'm not telling you to do one. I'm just letting you know that there's major differences between a business page, a group, and your personal profile, and you should treat them all very differently. Does this make sense? And it might seem confusing because you're like, well, it's Facebook. It's all the same. Everyone's seeing it. It's not. And I think a lot of us think too, oh, I'm posting on Facebook. Everyone's going to see it. That's not true. On business pages, people don't all see it. In your group, only the people in your group see it. On your profile, if you have a public profile, then anyone can see it, even if they're not your friend, if they know to click on your thing. For a brick and mortar space, yes. So here's the thing too about business pages. The ones that I see do very well is that's their only focus and they put everything into their business page. They create a lot of content that is shareable. They run a lot of contests. So where I live, Dario, you'll know this, Picket Fence, Ottawa Valley Apparel, I see them nonstop on my Facebook because they're constantly making posts that people share and comment on to win things. Yes, you should make your profile public. You definitely should, because then when you have posts and you're doing live videos and people might want to share them, it needs to be public so people can share them and then everyone can see them. I went to look at the requests I had for my like page and looked at the ones I love, and I forgot about some of the ones I like because I never see them. Yes. You can still block people. Yes, you can. Yeah. Yes, you can. And there's a feature on each post that you do. You can change the privacy. So if you don't want your grandma to see you talk about something risky or like your mom, you can block the person, which might come in handy. You never know. Absolutely. Can't we just make specific posts public instead of, you can, but if someone wants to follow you, like follow your Facebook, it should be public. Yes. Should we do live in both our personal pages and the groups? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. My mom is more risky than I am. That's funny. So do video in both. Absolutely. Some people are maybe in your community and not be a friend with you on Facebook, right? And give different value. Maybe make the community videos more valuable because they're inside your community. Another incentive to be inside your group, right? And then also when you do videos on your public profile and people share them onto their friends list, like I said before, that's opening up people to now watch you, and maybe they're going to friend request you and have their eyes on you. The only thing about changing the setting for public and private is remember to change it each time. Yes, that is true. Because once you change it, then tomorrow you go to post and it'll stay back to the other one. So that's a good point, Kara. And remember to do the privacy before you post the risky post, and then you get a message from your mom saying, Steph, why you post that? Happens to me. So just saying too. Don't forget to do that. Okay, so use each platform like its own. A tip that I do, and just because I do it doesn't mean you have to do it, where I see things more successful is when I post my life, which is my personal branding, who I am, on my public profile. Oh, here, like when I talk, oh, here's my new program. Okay, 30 likes. Here's Eric and I. Okay, like 300 likes. I said this last time. It doesn't mean that people aren't seeing my program or my profession. It's just seeing that they're connecting with me as on a personal level. That's why. They're still seeing in the back of their head is the program or the thing, but they're seeing the real me, right? So that's why this is so important. A lot of network marketers, or when you're selling like graphic design even, or makeup or things like this, it's not just about the product. It's not just about the design. It's not just about the makeup. It's about who you are behind it. So sharing not just like your office space and you and the behind the scenes, but also sharing what does it look like behind your business? Who are you behind the person who does this? That's why I would want to buy from you compared to someone else. So I find more of the personal things do really well on, obviously, it's Facebook. We share what we do personally on our page. And then in the community is maybe more inspirational, maybe like a thing with a quote, maybe a caption that captivates people, right? Ask questions, get people feel it like questioning themselves kind of thing, because people want to talk about themselves. In the gym social, the posts of people get the most attention. Yeah, creating that connection. I literally had that yesterday. I posted a pic of me and got 30-ish likes. I posted a pic of my office and it got less than 10 likes. So notice what does better for you. Notice what types of posts and have fun with it. Just okay, I'll post this. What do people engage more with, right? And don't forget that the branding and the amazing photos, yes, are good. And the logos and launching the things are great, but people are going to connect more with who you are behind that. Who is the person behind, like, what kind of life do you live, right? So that's so important. So what I was really wanted to differentiate and get at is in your groups, really use it as a space to ask and connect to the people in your group. Ask questions, do polls. What do you want? Give a lot of free value, inspire them, make them feel like they're in a place that's like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to look inside the group today and see what's there. I post a lot of quotes or Bible verses, but what people tend to like more is photos of me, but I like the balance. Yes. And definitely give that balance, because it's not saying that just because there's less likes or whatever on it doesn't mean that people don't like the quotes and things, but they just feel that connection with you. That's why they like your pictures. So in the group, it's more about them, while public profile is more about you. Yes, exactly. And we all know, like, we all do this. We all have our favorite people we follow, and we're obsessed with their behind the scenes. I'm obsessed when someone gets engaged. I'm obsessed when someone does this or this or this. I like to see your life beyond who you are. And then in the group, you can still share parts of who you are, and people are going to like that. But I would just say more giving, more value, more inspiration, more information, more about them, right? Where again, and that's just the nature of Facebook. We use our public profiles to share who we are. That's what it was made for, right? And groups are more of like, how can I serve you type of thing. And honestly, unless you want to make your business page big, I don't post to a business page. You can see how it does. But right now there is very low value in posting to a business page on Facebook. Unless you want to pay for and run ads, and unless you want to just have one so your Instagram can be a business Instagram. And basically the only difference with that on Instagram is you can see insights, and there's a few other features of that. Okay? So just some insight, right? So if you're right now only posting on your business page on Facebook, I highly suggest doing more on your public profile and deciding if a group is for you. Okay? Who here does not have a group and is thinking maybe I should make one? Yeah. So give it some thought, because you don't have to, but just give it thought. Does it make sense for you to have? Does it make sense for the people you're trying? Daria, I really think like health and fitness field people really like a group setting. I made one, but I've not invited anyone to it yet. Oh, so you made one. So that's maybe a next step. Do your group members drive the conversation more? Do they take initiative to post even when you're not posting? So when I had a smaller, and again, this is not true for everyone, in my group, when I had a smaller amount of people, more people made their own posts. Right now, I kind of drive the conversation and more people are engaging on the posts. So does that make sense? So when it's new, you might have to be a little more pushier to be like, okay, like, let's start the conversation. Like, don't be afraid to post in here, setting the tone for sure. But as your group grows, and again, depending on what you're doing, what happens for me most of the time right now is I'm going to start a conversation about something and invite people to comment in about it, whether it's video or picture or quote or whatever. And that's what I find works. Some people will still post their own posts, and that's great, and you want them to. But the magic happens as your group grows is when you do polls. Ask people, what are you looking for, right? So prime example, Daria, you were trying to get fitness clients. You now have like 3 nutrition clients. Amazing. But you wanted to do fitness. Right now, people wanted nutrition. So we might think, okay, this is what people want, but actually we need to really see what do people want. Does that make sense? And it's just a great place to ask, hey, what are you struggling with right now? What would you love? What kind of group would you love, right? Ask. Mindy says, I created my mastermind off of a poll for my group with what they wanted. Yes, exactly. Right? What are you struggling with? Or what type of program would you like to be in? Do you like to be in a group, or do you like to be in one-on-one, right? Asking people where they like to be when they're purchasing and investing in things. Very, very valuable. So, and polls, just FYI, polls take a while to actually get value from until you get, a decent amount of number of people in your group that are active and are actually going to give you, enough responses back for you to see which one really was the biggest answer, right? And then there are different things, because we're talking about this right now. If you're launching a Facebook group, there's many different fun ways to do it. Like, you can simply make it and then say, hey, I have one, join it. You can do a more official, a more fun thing where in the group is like a challenge for a week, where maybe you do a big giveaway for people that join. and it really drives people in. When I do, for example, I'm doing a free confidence class tomorrow night, and to get people in, I said, hey, I'm doing a giveaway. So if you share the group and you invite people, then you get to potentially win this awesome prize. So doing stuff like that, that's really fun, where people, the end goal is you want people to share your group without even asking. That's what you want, like someone to be like, I'm in this group, it's so fun, I want to share it because I want you to be in it too. So should I promote the program that is getting the most attention, nutrition versus full one-on-one, or push both? Great question. I would ask, have you asked yet? I would ask. I would make known that you have options for two, because maybe people just don't know. But also, have you asked yet? And if you haven't asked and more people are saying nutrition, then just focus on nutrition right now. And maybe while you're coaching people through one thing, you might be able to say, hey, like nutrition is going to change your game, but what if we added fitness on top of this? What could we do? Right? It shows people, it gives people a way to level up. And that's something that's great for no matter what we coach in, having ways to level up. Yes, upselling them for sure. Okay. So groups, business pages, Facebook, all the fun things. So. Think about it. If you don't have a community yet and you want to make one, think if it's right for you. It might not be, and that's okay. So I want to dive into branding. It's my favorite thing, because you know what? You get to go dress up and get your hair done and take pictures. How fun is that? Well, you don't have to, but you can, right? So branding is what I separate into, even though I believe they're both personal branding, because it's your personal branding, but professional style branding, and more so like personal brandings, like the selfies, the what am I doing today, like non-filtered, that kind of stuff. So professional branding means that you are most likely going to get professional photos done. You're thinking of a feeling of what you want to brand. You're feeling what type of vibe you want to give off when someone sees your thing, right? So for me, it's like confidence, bright, empowering, like those things I want to give off, whether it's fitness, business, or mindset, right? Maybe your branding is like more darker and fierce or whatever. Maybe your branding is really bright and fun and feminine. So think about everything from your face in pictures to what you're wearing to where you are. Is it outside? Is it inside? Is it a brick wall? Like what types of things do you want to give off so people look at it and it feels like, oh, this is how I feel just stepping into your profile. I went to the park with my best friend and had an iPhone. Yeah, Abby's photos are fabulous. If you can do an iPhone and it's good lighting and it's outside, you get great photos, and that's amazing. So depending on what you want to give off, think of maybe if you haven't done this before, maybe start like an inspiration board of ideas of other people's poses or things, kind of what you want to give off really. So those are the professional photos. If you're outsourcing, a graphic designer helps you with your name of what your branding is, right? So my overall branding, just to give an example, is Courageously Confident. Courageously Confident is the community. Courageously Confident, the fitness program, right? Then I have here Ignite Your Impact, completely branding that looks completely different than the other ones, right? Then I have the balloons, the mediocre to magical. But overall, like if I was Stephanie Schultz, it's Courageously Confident, because it's just the umbrella. So you don't want to like brand yourself all the time as like, you know, fitness. If you're also doing fitness, mindset, nutrition, you want to have like an overall maybe umbrella of what your things are. So maybe that's just what your community name is. What do you think of bartering services with a graphic designer? I have someone in mind who wants to join my next mastermind. What do you think about swapping services instead of investing in it? So I think that's a very personal decision. I think if you believe that what you're giving them is a good exchange for what they're giving you, and they feel the same way and you're comfortable, then that's fabulous. I think sometimes, so money, this always turns into money conversation, right? For me, money, how much someone spends is my energy as a coach. So if someone didn't pay me money and they gave me a logo, I would have a weird vibe already. That's me personally. Maybe that's not for you. Maybe you feel really comfortable with that. I personally would rather pay the person however much it is for their design, and they join the program for however much your mastermind is. Those are probably two different prices because they're two different exchanges in energy. They're making a logo for you that takes, I don't know how long, but you're offering them a mastermind, which seems like some coaching and a different value. So it's a very personal thing, but I think maybe give it some thought and see how that would affect your energy when coaching. Okay. I hope that helps. Yeah. Okay. So professional branding, good photos, good logos. Think about the fonts, the colors, the picture, the vibe. When someone looks at you, what vibe do they get? You want to give off the vibe that your ideal client wants to feel. Do you want the women to feel strong and badass and all the things? Are you looking to coach women who want to live like an amazing, beautiful lifestyle and it's more girly and feminine? Like, what is it? And think of that, right? Give off that branding, that feeling. So when people look at your things, it's like, oh yeah, this is Allie's thing, this is Abby's thing, this is Stephanie's thing, so they get this feeling. With branding, you want to give off a feeling right away when you look at a picture, for sure. So the personal things are important. My Facebook cover photo, my Facebook profile picture are professional because I want someone to I treat my Facebook as people are potential clients looking at it. So it's professional right away, whether even, knowing what I do, they just know it's professional, right? My cover photos for my programs and my communities are professionally done because that sets the tone, okay? When I launch a new program, and this is something I suggest if this is new to you, is shock people with brand new photos and brand new branding. And when they're shocked, they're excited, they're intrigued, they're like, oh my God, what is this? And then you launch a program or sell something off of that, that is asking for like huge success. So that is something I suggest at the beginning if this is new for you, because like the shock factor. But 2 years later, you don't want to make new professional photos and branding every time you launch something, because that might be every week, right? People already know you're a professional. They're going to expect your new programs and things, right? But when it's new and fresh, and also when you're going through a transition, maybe in what you're coaching and selling, and maybe a transition in your branding, then set that tone, because it's more than anything a tone with professional stuff. So here's the thing too that I want to make very, very clear. You don't have to have professional photos. You don't have to have someone do a photo shoot to have a very successful business. It works when you have fun doing it. It works for me because my favorite days are when I get to go and have a photo shoot. I'm just being real. And then when I get my photos back, I'm so excited and I post them with excitement. Imagine if you hated it and you thought, oh my God, I have to do this. It's not going to be fun, right? So it works because it's fun for you. If you've never done it before, then go do it. It's going to be so fun. Yes, like they're so fun. There's a new vibe. You get new pictures. You get a new feeling. And then you can't wait to share this new thing with everyone. That just creates this whole new level for you, which really matters the most. Like you can't wait to share these things. And then other people see it and they're like, oh my gosh, what is this? It gives this excitement factor. So definitely look into that. Maybe decide, is that a time now for you to do this? Should I do it later? Kind of navigate where that is for you to step into more of a professional side of branding yourself. Okay. Yes. Very exciting. So that's really when it comes to professional branding, the professional photos, the logos, the stuff like that. Really, Kara says, I love getting photos done, high vibe each time. Yeah. And that's the feeling we go for. Launching yourself, or launching, you're setting up, your profile so they just look professional. Do you have your photographer work with the graphic designer in person so that it's all in the same vibe? You can. I do not. I work, my graphic designer is someone that I know. It's Elena. You guys follow Elena. It's her fiance. He does my graphic designer. Someone here does my photos. So I personally, and I just know this myself, is because I connect with other entrepreneurs and I want to support online people, right? So I found people who I like and I'm going to buy from them. So that there's graphic designers where I live, of course, but you're just going to find someone you vibe with. And I've been working with James since last summer, and he's helped me everything from the balloons to my latest CC cover to he's now making products that I'm going to have because I'm going to be doing live events. So hello, I need actual banners and things. This is new to me, but I trust him. He knows my style. So you can, if you want to, I know Sabrina, you know Elena, so you could even ask her if to connect you with James. But if you go on an entrepreneur group and ask for a graphic designer, you will find one very quickly because they're in the online space. Okay. And they will also help you too if you want to create a logo. A logo, again, is something if you want to think about. The Courageously Confident, we have the 2 C's and the little dumbbells. James made that. What I have like my little Exo Gingy thing that I stamp. My cousin made that. She's a graphic designer. But again, they will, if you want a logo for your brand or for your programs, something to look into, get it as a watermark so you can stamp it on different things. Amelia is a graphic designer in here. She's like, hey, yes, Amelia, reach out to Amelia, collaborate, right? So yes, yes. So professional things, launching a program, rebranding yourself, all that fun stuff. So you want to be professional because you are a professional. Right now, even if you're not selling something, you're a professional because you're stepping into this. So if you really want to start off like fresh, then hey, do it. Start it off fresh and professional while it's new. Set that tone right away, okay? And then as you get used to doing branding and stuff like that, you'll just kind of know when it's time to rebrand. Is almost when you're like Mindy, it was kind of like at a I'm changing my things, I'm rebranding. It's like feels like a new season for you in your coaching, in your business. You might want to just match that by doing something new and creating new photos, right? So you'll just know intuitively, okay, it's time for me to switch things up, or this picture has been here for 10 years and it's time to get some new ones done, stuff like that for sure. So you'll know and get that intuitive nudge of when it's time to rebrand or make a new logo or change the name of your group or change the names of your things so it's just more fitting. And that just comes naturally. You don't have to overthink it. And the logo I posted in the group, it felt off after sitting with it and changing it up again. Yes, it has to feel good. It has to feel good for you, or else no one else, it won't feel good for anyone else. Number one, it has to feel good for you. Absolutely. I feel like since I have a blog, I should launch it with, if you have a website, then the high quality photos are just going to look better on your website. So absolutely. Yeah, I agree. And it'll be fun. It'll be super fun for you. So professional side of things. Then the other side of things is more of the personal branding, right? The not professional photos, the selfies, the pics of you in your daily life, the family, the pic of you at the gym, the desk, the behind the scenes, what you're doing, the live streams that are unfiltered, like, oh, here I am, it's not scripted. Oops, I can make a mistake. It's live. Yeah, it happened. Here we go. Oh, mine today, it stopped halfway through. I had to start it and stop it again. That's not quote unquote professional, but it's still you, it's still branding. And that's actually where most people connect with you. Yes, we're going to connect with you because of your logo and your professional photos. We're going to know you mean business, but I'm really going to connect with, Abby or Nikki or whoever, because I'm going to watch your Instagram live and I'm going to love it. Unfiltered, right? That's when I connect with someone and say, ooh, I like them. I want to coach with them. I want to work with them. I want to be in their group. So this is where it comes into, okay, how does this work with strategy? So what do I post, right? What do I post? So if you're in a season, and I have my business in like a million seasons, but it's all different. If you're a fitness instructor or coach, I always go back to that. Show that you work out. Show that you go to the gym. Show that you love your body. Show your progress. Show your transformation. Show that, because that's who you are. So people are going to love when you're like, I have a fitness program and you're going to learn how to tone your biceps and get a big butt. That's great. But what they want to see is, oh, she does this work in the gym too. Like, this is amazing. She represents what she's selling. And boom, that's when you make the connection with people. Abby says, I've noticed not many viewers during a live. Should we schedule them each time to get more hype? Like invited people to join an event instead of doing, so do you mean on Facebook or Instagram? Insta. So Instagram lives right now for me, don't work unless it's a Q&A live that you can do with the Q&As. You can do a live. If you ask questions, it's a Q&A live. I've tried to go live now because I've been trying to see what's working. Hardly anyone joins my lives unless they're like people who I'm like, why are you freaking on here? Like men, like get off of the live. So the power right now on Instagram is on Instagram story. Instagram story is the power right now. Instagram story does better than your Instagram posts. My Instagram story have triple, quadruple the number of views than my posts get. Right now, Instagram is prioritizing stories. People are looking at stories. So everything from talking, from posting pictures, to making graphics. You guys see how I sell my programs on Instagram with the graphics, the slideshows? Powerful. I don't get Instagram story. I feel like an old lady. Instagram story is a behind the scenes. It's a behind the scenes, but it's also a way to sell. If you go look at today I have a takeover. You make the slideshows on, I make them either on Canva or on WordSwag. WordSwag is an app. You get the dimensions for the Instagram story square or like the rectangle, and then you make them. And if you go on my story, and if it's not there right now, you can go to my highlights, look at my Courageously Confident one. Each slide is like a pain point of my program, and then it talks about my program, and then it sells my program. I make each slide in Canva and write or in WordSwag or Canva. I also have a bunch of testimonials, and I made them all, like Allie's in them, Sabrina's in them, right? I tag them in them. It's testimonials, and they're all nicely laid out for Instagram. Can you post them all at the same time? So you just do one after the other. I post them all at the same time. So when people look at them, they're like, oh, okay, read until the end. I love WordSwag. Allie, you are sending every message to me private. Oh, Allie is trying to send comments and they're not coming through. It might be on Zoom that it's set to not everyone. It's obviously just set to Abby. That's okay. You might just have to change that in your messaging. I'm missing all Abby's things or Allie's things. Not that I mind that, LOL. Yeah. So tip because the video question was asked and I want to stay on point with that. So if I do now, this is something I do most of the time now. It's okay, Allie. In my Facebook community, you might have noticed I make events, even if it's like in the morning. I say tonight at 6:00, I'm going live. I'm going to talk about this. I make an event for it because people are going to see that notification, see the event, and then an hour before the time, they're going to get a notification, right? So I don't do that all the time. Today, I did a live and I just did it very intuitively. There is no best time to do it that I would know of. You need to know your audience. So the people, you can look in the analytics of your group. Actually, it might need to have a certain amount of people in your group, but you can look at the analytics of your Facebook group and you can tell where they're from. So most people in my group are either Eastern time or maybe Pacific. So I know maybe most time people are on late afternoon, evening. But again, I don't know. Some days it's different, right? So there is no best time other than probably midnight your time. No one's there. And it depends who your audience is. If I go on at 1:00, I'm going to get everyone on because some people are at work not working, and I'm looking at you, Allie, right? Or some people come on my live streams and I'm like, what are you doing with your day? Why are you on right now? A lot of people are on at work not working and they're on live streams, and that's amazing. Nikki says I do a girls' night chat every Friday at 8:30 and the girls know to hop on. And that's a good thing you can do in your community too. Like once a week here at this time, we're going to do a training. Yeah. If you follow Lauren, Badass Babes, every day at 12 noon, she does a live, right? So people know. I thought about doing a welcome live on Friday morning for my group, but I don't know if people will be on. So here's the thing. You're going to have that fear until you just go live and do it, whether 0 people are on or 25 people are on. So I say either just do it or make an announcement and say, if you want to be around for this amazing welcome live, it's going to be at this time on this day. Make sure you catch it. If you're not on live, just come and watch it later. I'm always watching from my desk at work. Yeah, that's funny. Yes, so you can do those things. Again, if you are going to claim that every Friday night you're going to do a live, then you have to make sure that you're accountable, right? Nikki, she's on Fridays, right? For me to say every Wednesday at 6, it just wouldn't work for the way my life is set up right now, because every day it looks so different. So again, if it works for you, you can set a time. That's so good, but don't think you have to. I'm always up for replays too. I like how Steph reposted on her stories to remind me. Yes. Something new. All these ideas are being brought up right now because there's so many things. I hope you're not getting brain overwhelmed. Something I just started doing, because I think I asked this last week, you're going to notice where you thrive the most. Is it video? Is it writing? Where do you thrive the most? So I noticed a trend in when I launch programs. For me, this is what works for me. The first time I ever speak about it on video, the most people sign up right after. And I'm like, how do I get in this energy again? And the reason it works for me is because I'm excited. It's brand new. People are feeling excited. It's new for them and they sign up. So what I do now is you can save lives on Facebook, and I repurpose them into my IGTV. So even if it's just the clip, because IGTV is only 10 minutes, then at least you can say if you want to watch the rest of it, go on Facebook. So repurposing it in some kind of way, because I was like, oh my God, like I'm noticing this pattern. Everyone's signing up, and it's always, yes, repurposing. It's always when I'm in this energy, and it's when I'm live. That's where I thrive. That's where people buy from me, right? So I'm like, how can I use this to my benefit? Okay, I will repurpose it in different platforms. Some people aren't on my Facebook. They're not seeing it, but they're on Instagram. So I'm going to give them that same opportunity. I could go on my Instagram story and still talk about it, but it still doesn't capture that moment that I was live talking about it for the first time. So notice where you get a lot of sales, where you get a lot of people in your inbox saying, oh my God, yes, right? What did you do to create that? I was really surprised that my IG stories didn't crop into IGTV's. Oh, that's so weird that it's super zoomed. I've never tried to save my stories. They should be the same size, but that's very, very interesting. And you can, if you want to make your own videos, recorded videos for your IGTV, just set up your iPhone with a timer and talk. And I'm going to start doing it now. I like, hey, here's 3 tips for fitness. And just start using my IGTV more, because I just haven't, and I'm in a place where I want to expand. And that's something that I'm going to do. Because my stories get lengthy, so it'd probably be better for me to start. Yeah. And I think doing both. And you could do almost in your story, say, hey, like this is the theme I'm talking about today. Give a little bit of value in your story. And then say, if you want to see the full video, here you can share your IGTV lives on your story, and people can just click it and watch it. So for sure. Abby, like you're someone I know you thrive on video, right? So think of where you thrive and use that to being that place where you're really good at, and whether it's live video, whether it's pre-recorded. I know Ali, like you're thinking about doing like yoga tutorial. Obviously, well, you could do live. People would probably love that live so much, but also recording if you want to edit it and maybe give captions and things like that, for sure. So notice where it works for you. Absolutely. So we get off topic all the time because all the things that get brought up. So right now, in terms of what you coach and who you're trying to attract, what kind of things could you post about who you are that would captivate your audience? And I got really sad today because I was supposed to get my hair done, and I was going to take a picture, a boomerang, like, pooh, and celebrate my confidence thing tomorrow. But it's snowing here, and the people are like, we can't do your appointment today. And I was like, you ruined my whole social media marketing strategy, but it's fine. I'll live. But that would have been literally getting my hair done, would have been people like, oh my gosh, because confidence. Confidence is the umbrella of everything I do. Fitness, mindset, business. Getting your hair done. That's why you know what? Thank you for that. Like, no, I know. I'm so happy you're in Florida. I'm sharing my past and my struggles, and people are latching onto it. Yeah, your story. Your story. Even though you're a professional and you're a coach and you're an expert, you still have a story, and people really gravitate onto that. So I want to post more videos and stuff of us trying to work out with Peyton, but our gym is like such an ugly garage gym setup, so I never end up sharing it that much. So I feel ya. So is there a corner in your gym that maybe looks a little bit better? Is there somewhere that you could like move things to look better? You know what I mean? Honestly, that's not going to make or break your video. It's not. People know you're in a gym. They don't want it. They know it's not a castle. Another thing is, and something I do is I batch take videos when I'm at the gym. So I'm like, I want to make 4 Instagram videos for the next 4 weeks. Okay, let's do it all today. I feel good in my outfit. Let's film it, right? So even if you come to Pembroke, again, because I know you and you want to film stuff at Integrated or whatever, come and film a bunch of stuff and then you have it to use for like a month, right? And again, too, I'm the same way. If the background is ugly, I'm like, I don't want to show this. Even though my gym is ugly orange walls, I'm like, you're ruining my vibe. But people really don't care. They're not looking at the orange walls, right? So, yeah. And people love that because you're trying to attract moms. Moms love that, right? What I do when I find the spot is ugly is just make it pretty where I am. Yeah, absolutely. Or I make myself full screen. Yeah, you can do that. Yes, Annie was at there was orange walls. You were so excited that you didn't see the orange walls. So less background. Yeah, you can do that too, for sure. Or just find it like a very clear wall if there's a white wall or somewhere. And red and yellow. It's an ugly place. I feel like I always need to mention mindset in my posts and connect it back to that. Is that good? You don't have to. Mindset is the life you live. It's not like, I live a great mindset because of my mindset. It's like, I'm so happy today and I'm so healthy and my life is good. That's mindset. That's the result people want with mindset work. So you don't always have to mention the thing. You just live the example, right? You don't have to mention, I'm a fitness instructor. I'm a personal trainer. I'm at the gym. You say, I love going to the gym because it makes me feel good. Live the example. Yeah. That's what you have to do. That's what it comes down to. For business coaching, for mindset coaching, for anything, is live the example. Live who you are, right? That's your truth, but also what do your clients or ideal clients or your customers want to see, really? They want to see, oh my gosh, she lives this amazing life and she goes out and she does this and it's how so cute, her fiance. Like, I'm just so over how much people like that stuff, but it's what people like, right? Like, that's who you are though. I'm more than just like online coach. I go out to dates. Like Annie Lynn's like, what? Do you sleep, Steph? Like, no, sometimes I don't, but right? Our honor is almost up. Don't want this to end. Our hour. I thought I said your honor is almost up. Yeah, I know. The time goes by really fast, right? But think about what you can post that's less salesy and less pushy, that still represents what you're actually trying to sell, that shows who you are. Anytime, and I get mad at myself because I know this, and the most successful people, quote unquote successful people that I surround myself with, know the same thing. When I post my day and who I am, and when I shut off, and when I stop trying to be salesy, that's when I get the most clients. You all know, and I bring up my mentor, Melanie, all the time. I had a bath and I made $10,000. And I'm like, would you just fuck off? But it's true. And I'm like, why? Because she did the things and then she went and lived her life, and that's when it happens. I had a day in January when I had a photo shoot. I didn't look at my phone. I didn't do anything. I came back and had a million messages, and people just all of a sudden wanted to work with me. Obviously, they knew what I had to offer, right? They knew that. I already set that in stone, like they knew. But when I just stopped worrying so much about the things and just had fun and then went back, I was like, oh, cool. I did a photo shoot and people wanted to buy from me. Amazing. Let's do this. But it just helps you realize that it doesn't always have to be pushy and salesy. It doesn't always have to be giving the tips and pushing the thing. If you just lead by example, and I tell my clients, especially business clients, like, go have fun, go do something, go live the life that you're here to live. If you're preaching that example, you have to live that example. because people want to feel that from you. So if you're telling your clients like, go do XYZ and you're not doing it, then it's not going to match, right? It's not going to match. If you're a coach who's trying to tell people how to be more balanced in their life and you're a hot mess, right? You've got to find the balance, right? If you're trying to teach people how to eat well and you eat like crap and you're like stuffing your face with Oreos, like what's going on, right? Like maybe that's right? So be the example for people. Because you're a professional and you're a coach in what you love to do because you're good at it, because you've mastered the thing, right? And a lot of this stuff to you might seem common sense. I know I have these conversations with Annie Lynn's Lab. I have these conversations with all the clients I speak to one-on-one, but it needs to be said over and over again. What I think is common sense is this right now, a social media course. I'm like, this is so common sense. Like what? This is insane. But what you coach, like going to go to the gym consistently is common sense for me. I'm like, how could you miss a day? Right? But some people don't have the mindset or the confidence or the discipline. So they need what you're helping them with. It's common sense to some people to eat really well, but to others, they have no idea. So what's common sense to you is not common sense to everyone. And that's so important to remember, right? That's like balance in life. Duh. Okay. I'll just create balance. Some people don't get that. They need the structure. So remember that your common sense is actually something that people need and benefit from. And that's so important to remember, because we might stop ourselves from sharing things because you think, oh, that's so common sense. No one will value from it, but people will. People will. Absolutely. So from fitness to, like Allie being in her crazy yoga poses, like that's your normal. And I'm like, girl, like, what is this? People are thinking, I want that. How do I get that? Right? A graphic design, like everything. It's common sense to you, but it's not common sense to everyone. And that's why people want to buy from you. Right? And then that's just representing it in your daily life. So maybe this week on your own posts and in the group you want to share, post more of like the unfiltered, like, hey, this is my life. I represent who I am, right? This is who I am. And coming with that, I know we all want to hang out for hours tonight because it's so fun. But on top of that, this is what separates you as a person from all the other million coaches out there. So why you as a fitness coach or a mindset coach are you special? Why are you as a nutrition or whatever? Why are you special? What about your personality or your story stands out to people? When you think of me, now I'm scared to ask this question, but not the coach. Why? Like, what about me stands out? I don't know. I used to always claim myself as like, I like peanut butter and blah, 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 like confidence, right? But your confidence, your excitement, your energy, that like what stands out about you that makes you different than someone else? You say what's on your mind. So now just think of, and it's the hardest thing, honestly, love your personality and attitude. I love that. So it's hard though for us ourselves to be like, well, I have nothing that stands out from me. I'm just like normal and basic. So like, right? Mm-hmm. But I bet for every one of you, I could be like, Abby, it's your personality. Because I could look at Abby's Instagram stories all the time. And even though I'm not completely into what you're saying, I am, because I'm like, oh, she's so good. Like she's so good on camera. Annie Lynn, you are so freaking smart and you're so good at expressing it on video. And you don't think you are, but you are. And it fires me up because you don't see it. Tough love. I'm just going to read some of these. When I would go to the gym to open it up and you were always there before I was even thought I was the one working. What? Oh, oh, that's funny, Daria. Yeah, I love that. Tough love. So many coaches who come up in my feed are guys who are just rude and upfront and don't understand business for women. I love the real. Yes. So think for you what stands out. Like what about you just would make someone gravitate towards you as opposed to someone else, right? We all have that thing. And that's your personality. That's your story. That's your spunk. And people are like, oh my God, I really like her. Oh, she's an expert in that. Well, then that's the best combination. Because in the coaching and selling world, we're working with someone, we're being around their energy, we want to like them, and we want to learn from them, right? So tap into who you are, tap into your personality. And that's when you're also going to see people really jump into your programs, your communities, the things that you're offering. Right. And you might be right now, I have nothing. I have no person. Like, I don't know. You do. You're just blocking it. Or you're not confident enough, or you're afraid to show it. There's something in there. There's something in there about you that stands out. You just got to live it. You got to live it. You got to show it. Don't put pressure on yourself. You know, you're the one, you're the leader. People are looking at you already thinking, oh my gosh, she's on live video. Wow. Right? People are looking at you in admiration. You have something incredible to share. So think about that. Think about how you can share it. If it's uncomfortable in public, use the group to share it, and think of things for sure. Because there's a lot of things. There's a reason why people will coach with you or be your clients. There's a reason why I have a 90% return rate of my clients. It's because they like me. And you can have the same thing in all your programs because they like you and feel connected to you. It's the same. Why do I sign with people? Why do I keep signing with Melanie? Because I'm obsessed. Because I love her, right? Why do I keep myself like, it's the same thing. So think of what makes you stand out, own it, and love it, right? Love it. Okay. Is there anything else tonight, right now, that you're thinking of like, oh, I want to ask this right now. I want to say this right now. I want to share this right now. Yes, no, maybe. No. How are we feeling? Good. This all comes down to trusting yourself, owning who you are. What I feel like I can do this. Yes, you can. I know you can. That's the best thing ever. You can. Because we overcomplicate it. We think it needs to be this way and this way and this way, but it really just needs to be like, it's me. This is what I do. Own it. Have fun. Good. I'm going to book a photo shoot this week. Yay. If you come to Pembroke to do it, I can hook you up. And also, I just want you to come here and do it so I can be your cheerleader girl on the side. We should have a live challenge in our group. Oh, yes. Have a live challenge in the group. Annie Lynn, you can coordinate it. I really start overcomplicating. I want a photo shoot for my birthday. Yes, yes, yes. All the photo shoots, all the new pictures. If you've never done a live video and you want to start doing them, do them in the group on Facebook. Go in the group. I love live videos. You've got people who are professional live videos. You have people who have never done them. If this is new and you want to practice just being in front of the camera, go in the group. Do it. Have a challenge. Now, Annie Lynn, you have to be the first one, Annie. Okay? Or if someone like Kara is like, I'm so good at lives, then Kara, you go on and be like, this is how it's done, right? Should be the example. We did it after. Yes, Annie, you did it after the retreat. I hate them. You're gonna love them. I'm not saying I'm perfect. No, I don't. But you're good at them and you love doing them. And that's why it works for you. So live video and video is a game changer for people because that's how they see you firsthand. So it's scary at first, but it comes so much naturally. A year and a half ago, I had all the sticky notes behind me. I had all the script. I was like, oh my God, I was sweating. I still sweat on live videos, but a year and a half later, I don't script anything. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm going to say, and it's fine. Nothing bad is happening. So you guys can do it. Okay. Okay. Live videos in the group. When you set up your photos, when you do your things, share it and celebrate it in the group. Also, I didn't do it last week because unfortunately last week was cut off. My grandfather passed away, but this week I'm going to start doing them is live social media audits. So much fun for me to do. So I'm going to post a feed in the group, say who wants a certain profile audited. So if it's your Instagram, your community, your Facebook page, I'll do maybe 2 or 3 on a live video each week, and I'll literally do it live as I go through it. It's very beneficial for not just you who's getting it done, but for other people watching, so you can grab the tips as I do them. Like Kara, I did them. Ali did them last time. Some people who are in the ones last time, very, very, very beneficial. So I've been excited and scared for that, yeah. So I'll put a link this week in the group. and I'll just pick the first 3 people to comment or whatever and do a live. I'll announce when I decide to do a live this week, and then that will be that. Okay, and then we'll just have regular calls like this going forward next week. So many good things. They're so good, and information from them is incredible. Yes. Okay. So that is tonight. If you need anything, let me know. I will upload this as soon as I can, and I will see you guys in the group. Have a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.